Alright, we're gonna do a VOD review for Hegemon playing Life Curse
We have a
on
bedrock behind us.
Yeah, he's bad hit. He's bad
We have
hit.
bedrock
this
behind
fight with Zypho
Looking
Caller.
now, looking now, looking now,
I
looking now.
wasn't at this fight, so I've never seen it yet.
I'm inside him, I'm inside him, I'm
Let's see.
inside him.
Walk in. Stop them, hold them. Gig to get through, Look at them, just gig.
Let me pull this up first. Hegemon says, I felt like I had good snares, good demons, but it was hard to be of value, I think. Any review appreciated it, even a portion. Okay. So you're getting some sort of kite comp, apparently. Let's see.
Walk in,
You're playing Life Curse with Demon Armor.
Keep walking in. Just
On the
shoot the
stairs.
guys inside you, they're gonna hit you.
So looking for value as a Life Curse versus kite comp, there's several things you could do. You can purge their engage when they're engaging. You can purge their boots when they're trying to sprint away.
Heals?
There's a lot of different things you could do. It kind of depends on how they're playing it and where you're at in the fight.
Keep walking in. They're gonna hit on this choke probably. They're gonna hit on this turn. Go wide. Almost guaranteed they're gonna.
So they try and kill him there. It was good demon, not standing in, not standing in the clump too. Oh, that was a fake. Or do they have two engages? Let's see.
Keep walking in. They're gonna hit on this choke probably. They're gonna hit on this turn. Go wide.
Or maybe they just smacked ice blocked so early. They have Rock Collar going down on it. Riftglaive, Pierce, Spiked. So they must have two engages.
Hit again.
Get deep, guys.
So like here, I just throw out your purge. So here you've got the positioning. The moment they engage here, you've blocked both their engages. I'm assuming they don't have a third one, so you don't have to worry about E-ing. Technically, if you were really ready for it after you demon this engage, if you saw this other bomb hitting, you could defensive life curse that to purge their buffs and shit. But you were kind of still channeling demon, and I don't know if at this point in the fight if you even knew they had two engages yet.
Hit again.
But here, the moment they're trying to run away, I would gig pot. You could either gig pot or you have roll shoes up right now. So I would roll. I'd roll from here to like here. And then you're probably going to get like this guy's going to turn on his purity robe. They're going to phase scale. There's going to be a bunch of shit going down right here. So you're probably going to need to gig to stay in on them. Or you can just start channeling Life Curse on them, which is what you're going to want to do, because you're going to want to purge their purity robes, purge their boots, purge anything you could possibly purge to help your tanks land CC and help your damage get in. The less bops they have going out, the easier it is for our damage to get in there and kill them. And you don't need a defensive Life Curse right now, so there really is no other use to your Life Curse right now. Oh, nice. Good roll. Okay. Really good. You should start immediately channeling, though, when you roll. When you roll in, either gig and keep walking in and use like your snare or something, or immediately start channeling your E to purge this royal jacket, purge these purity robes, purge a bunch of shit. You can purge whatever buffs going down over here too. Like, I just throw your E immediately right here and just let them all walk through it and purge all their shit. Or your other option is gig and just keep walking and wait and see what happens and see if like Zypho lands a big stun that he wants to clap on. The reason I say purge it right now, in my opinion, is because Zypho could get bopped to literally Narnia, and then all that's ending up happening is a few bruisers like a Bear Paw, a Kingmaker, and an SOB. Like, you guys just try and kill them on your own with no follow-up CC. It'll help you get that engage if you've purged all their purity robes. So you kind of have to see if your caller's getting close to landing a engage on them. Then you might want to keep your Life Curse to time it with your caller. But also purging the purity robes is going to let Zypho or whoever your caller is get in without getting bopped. So you kind of have to judge that based on what's happening. I would say just chart channeling it now because, yeah, see, Zypho gets bopped. So right here when you roll in, you had the perfect idea of rolling in here. It was a really good roll. You jump over the bedrock, which is really good. If you purged right here immediately, Zypho doesn't get bopped, and then he maybe pulls. And, you know, of course, you have your damage still has to make it. Like all these damage back here should be doing what you just did and rolling in. If they're not, then they're literally a waste of space and they should just go back to portal, because if they're not gig potting and going in, mounting up, going behind, or rolling in, you might as well not be here and you're a waste of space. So just heads up to any DPS doing that. You're doing nothing against a kite comp if you're just running into bedrocks over and over for the entire fight.
Get deep, guys.
So you get bopped, okay, kind of sucks, but that's okay. Zypho's still walking in, so you got to keep your eye on Zypho here.
Someone beam Zypho. Beam Zypho.
So he's probably going to try and pull shallow tanks, so you can purge this when he tries to go on some tanks.
We got you.
He's just getting bopped to oblivion.
Stop bunching up.
Not the same angle. Different angles, guys. Different angles.
So nobody's mounting right now.
They're gonna hit. Keep
It's
walking.
with the next choke points, you already know.
So you should assassin hood at some point to get your demon, probably.
Get deep. Pop your gigs.
You can either assassin to get your demon up right now, because they're going to have cooldowns before you because of the royal jackets, so this next engage, I don't think you're going to have demon for it, unless they're slow.
3, 2, 1. Hit crown.
Okay, that was a good life curse. I mean, you get like stunned or something beforehand, so you didn't get it a little. It was a little late. You roll in here and you get Judy helmed, because yeah, if you purged earlier here, it would help a lot, which you were trying to do, so that's fine. But you purged. They have all their deaths on it right now. So here they're gonna hit. They're going down a hill. Their Hodge or whatever's gonna try and pull, and they're gonna hit while using the choke. Almost all kite comps do that, so they're probably gonna hit.
Thank you, buddy.
There's a GA set up. They're going down the choke. Good use of your assassin. Yeah, you should get ready to demon armor.
Hot's looking now. Hot's looking to pull.
Yeah, so they pulled the wall. That's one engage. They pulled one guy, so there's no way they kill that guy. Yeah, I wouldn't have actually demon armored that. They're not gonna kill. Well, I guess you could have. I mean, I guess one demon armor is better than no demon armors, but
Take him out here. Watch the wall. Watch the wall.
I very much doubt they'd kill baby here.
Hot's looking now. Hot's looking to pull.
He gig pots it.
They failed.
Yeah, I mean it's easier to watch it back now and be like you didn't need the demon armor, but I guess if they would have actually all clicked their E's on that, maybe he dies. So the demon might have helped. So here, all these people, this is a VOD review for all these people need to be jumping. Just get in there. Like one engage down, they still have one up, but we need to catch them. Like people have to be. Zypho's up here, and his main Zerg is like a screen behind him. We're not gonna win like that. So either these people need to be mounting, like mount your Demon Fang. Anyone who's DPS, just be mounting and go run around them. Run over here, run around them, and be waiting for them to engage and Zypho to try and catch them.
Everyone get through. Just get through. I'm way too far ahead of everyone.
Oh, early clearing.
Yeah, Zypho just said the exact thing. He's way too far ahead of everybody, which he doesn't need to turn around. You guys need to catch up. So they're going to engage here.
They waste the perma on me. Just
So you should roll. You should. I don't know about that purge.
It's fine. I don't want to hit super shit.
Yeah, no, that wasn't a good purge. I'd roll in and then look for a deeper purge. It's better to purge the clothies like the Ava robes and stuff. Purging those tanks doesn't do much unless you're engaging on them.
Just keep getting in. It's fine. I don't want to hit.
Like that doesn't do a ton.
I got a bedrock on the west.
I need to remount.
Having good vision is going to help you a lot on life curse, and being in a good position to demon armor.
It's fine.
People walking near walls.
Keep walking into them, guys. Keep walking. They use second engage right now. They just use second engage.
So everyone needs to, when we're going up this choke, if you're not already wrapping with your mount, which you should be because it's way easier, just get on your fucking mount and run behind these kids and keep track of the cooldowns with your brain cells. But like SOB needs to gig and go in or jump in. He needs to get like up here, which he's been doing good most of this fight. Everybody needs to get through this choke as fast as possible. So you got to gig, roll, whatever you got to do to get through that choke, because Zypho, I'm assuming, is going to push it.
Through the choke, guard rune the choke.
So he says guard rune the choke. So of course, yeah, we need a guard rune on the choke. If not, yeah, good use of your gig here, Hedgemon. Perfect example of using your gig pot. Very good job. You've got really good positioning right here. I would. Oh well, you don't have gig pot, so. Since you're even with Zypho, your positioning's fine here.
Everyone walk through.
This is good. Yeah, good use of your W. No.
Keep walking in, guys. Keep walking walking in. Keep walking in.
Yeah, no on that demon armor. I get what you're going for being able to walk through the CC, but your demon armor is pretty valuable in this fight. It helps a lot if you can maintain good positioning and predict where they're going to engage and help the people who are going to die. I wouldn't use it to walk through CC, especially when you have your boots up. Like, if you're going to go through the CC, just jump through it. I mean, personally, I think you not jumping right here is a good idea. I think you should just keep walking because you're even with Zypho. You're close to in range. If they engage, you can stop it with a death life curse. Or if Zypho goes in, you're still close enough to life curse whatever he pulls. So you've got good positioning. There's no reason to try and use your demon to walk through a few wind walls. Just stand right where you're at or walk around them. And I think rolling in would be a little dangerous since you don't have Gig Pot off cooldown. But definitely don't use demon like that.
I'm getting IRL griefed. Keep walking in, guys. Keep walking in. Keep walking in. Keep walking in. Keep walking in. I dropped you.
So that was a good GA.
Big angles.
Wow.
Guys, big angles. They're looking.
So Zypho's really far ahead of you here.
They're looking. They blinked. They blinked. A bunch of them just...
I would roll in here. So if these people don't catch up to you, they're not playing well. Zypho's literally 2 screens away from these people, so they're doing something wrong. All these people are doing something wrong. You should roll in here and be ready to life curse to help Zypho. Having the life curse on his pulls is going to help us get kills against the kite comp a lot.
Listen, keep walking
And
in. They're
it'll...
all grouped on you. They're all grouped on you, guys.
Well, so here they're going down another hill. Whenever kite comps go down hills as a demon armor, I would go stand like here because their Hodge is going to wait right here and then he's going to like pull them into this corner and then everybody's going to shoot up and try and kill that clump. And you can be there to stop it or at least provide defensives to the retards who stand near the wall because everybody always stands near the wall.
Look at these guys I'm pulling. Look at these guys I'm pulling. It's fine.
So he's probably, here he comes, exactly what I said. Here comes the Hodge. He's going to jump over here. They're snaring it. They're heavy macing it. Their entire DPS is looking to blow up the people by the wall. You standing there is okay. I wouldn't be this close to the wall. I'd be like right here, so the edge of your demon armor is right here, and you don't actually take the damage from the clump. You just provide the resistances for your demon armor. That's optimal positioning. Healer should never be here. Think another healer, you should never be here. You should be up here. There's no point for you to be here. 0 reason. You have nobody down here to heal. There's 0 advantage to being near the wall. 0. Very dangerous positioning. So there, Hodge just blinked in. He pulls. He pulls at the top of the hill instead. You should demon that. That was a good life curse though. Good, very good life curse, I think. Let me rewind that.
Get ready to gig, we're gonna headbutt.
Get ready to gig, we're gonna headbutt. Okay.
We're gonna headbutt. Get ready. 5.
So like optimally here, you click demon real quick, cancel it, and then click E. But I see what you're going for. You see the clump, so you're focusing more on getting your E down than the demon. That's okay.
2, 1. I pulled a
Good
billion.
E.
Kill this. Kill this. I pulled a billion, guys. Hit this.
Very good E.
Careful of the wall. Keep
Good
walking
kills.
in. Nice
That was a good E. So now you need to be maintaining, everybody needs to be maintaining their positioning on these guys in pressure. All these people here who are walking into wind walls and not gig potting and not using their boots offensively and not mounting up and going behind, you're trolling. This is our chance to win. Like, we won that headbutt for sure. They're like, that clump was huge. Demon armor. Good, nice. Good job.
That's a
Just hold
shallow one.
it
That's a shallow one.
to walk through CC. Hey, you need to get all... like, this is insane that there's this many people walking through here. It should literally just be like Zypho and demon armors, and that's and like healers. Like any if there, I hope there's no like brawl, clapper, DPS, or like CC tanks other than maybe Polehammer in here. Like they should all have wrapped around this rock with their mount and been on top of this.
Get through. Gig to get through. Gig to get through, guys. Gig to get through. Everyone gig.
Gig to get through. Yeah, that's a good call.
Watch over the wall. They're gonna hit over.
So they're looking to engage here. What do you have up? You have nothing up. That's fine.
They just hit. They just hit. They
You
just hit.
soaked it,
Nice steps. Nice steps. I need to
Use your assassin hood and then
choke. 5,
good.
4, 3,
That was a good life curse too, I think. Let me see.
the wall. We're gonna hit over
They
the
get
wall.
GA'd.
They just hit. They
You
just
soaked
hit.
it.
Nice steps. I need to remount. I need to remount, guys.
Yeah, good.
Choke. 5, 4, 3, 2,
Nice.
1. Kill these guys. Kill these guys.
Good life curse.
Good fucking kills.
Nice.
Very good life
They
curse
lost a
there
lot of
again.
tanks. They lost a lot of
You
tanks.
should
Mount
roll
in
in
the
here
back,
and use your
mount in the
assassin
back,
hood.
mount in the
Use
back,
your
mount in
boots
the back.
and
That's
assassin
super
hood.
weaker. They're
about to
super
get
weak
dismounted
here.
inside.
Or mount.
Watch
You
out,
need
watch
to
out,
immediately
watch out.
mount. You
No,
should
no,
not be
no,
Thank you,
looting.
thank you, thank you. Northeast, northeast,
You're a
northeast.
demon
guys.
armor.
Kill the GA, kill the GA, kill the GA, kill the GA. Nice, 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 nice. We're good, we're good, we're good.
They might hit
Get
over
to
the
get
wall.
through this.
Yeah,
Copy.
okay.
They're about to hit, they're about to hit, they're about to hit, they're about to hit. Get ready, get ready. They're about to hit. They're about
Okay.
to hit. Stop them.
Life curse this. This is very obvious. You've got perfect positioning to stop it. Life curse right here. Channel your life curse right here, and these guys hit like wet noodles. I'm assuming they're gonna hit like right down here. So because you can see their perma right here. That's your chance to just click E and watch them not be able to play the game. Let's see what they do.
Let them
Demon armor is
is
another option, but the problem with demon armor is your positioning was you were in the clump, so you're gonna take a lot of damage. So a little bit dangerous.
catch them.
Personally, I would have life cursed because lowering their damage and purging all their buffs makes them basically do no damage.
Good fucking demon.
But demon's also the second best option. You just I think if that other demon didn't come, if real me didn't come and demon armor were with you, you may have died. Because you're in the clump. You get hit by the spiked and the rock collar. Real me coming in and demoning with you helped. If this kite comp doesn't seem like they're doing a ton of damage with their engages. If that was like a really juicy kite comp, you might have died there if you were alone.
Pop your gig, pop your gig.
I got you, Smacks.
On crown, on the choke, on the choke. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hit the choke, hit the choke, hit the choke. We can kill.
What did you get? You get GA'd?
I got you, Smacks.
On crown, on the choke, on the choke. 5, 4,
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Hit
Nothing you can do really about that.
We need heals on Goblin on the choke, please.
Should get ready to demon armor or defense. Wait, what are you using life curse on here?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hit the choke, hit the choke, hit the choke. We can kill this. We can kill
We need
this.
heals on Goblin on the choke, please.
That's all the demons.
Yeah, no.
They're gonna hit on-
Not a good life curse. You probably know that. You'd actually be better off going up to the wall here and throwing it over the wall on these people. You want to hit more
Choke, they're gonna
people.
hit on choke. I Judy choke. Hit, look at the guy inside you. He just
You
wasted
assassin
gig.
hood
Look at
here.
the whole hammer
Roll
inside you.
assassin
He
hood.
just wasted gig. He just wasted gig. I'm gonna
Use your
kidnap him.
boots
I'm
to
gonna
catch up.
kidnap him. I kidnap him. Hit this guy. Keep hitting this guy. Keep hitting this guy.
Or at
Keep hitting
least
this
use
guy.
your
Kill this guy.
assassin hood, like
Kidnap
while
him.
you have
Pull up
fine
to him. Get him
positioning.
back. Just kill him, kill him,
You
kill him,
canceled
kill
your
him, kill him,
assassin hood
Everyone
or
kill him.
something.
Hit him, hit him. They're not even turning back for him. They don't even care about him.
Yeah,
Just
they
use
abandoned
Reese on him. Who
the-
cares?
Nope.
Use
Healer,
Reese
there's a
on him.
healer.
Hit him.
They're looking, they're looking, they're looking.
Just
Fuck, we lost our healer.
It's fine, it's fine.
Oh my God.
Why is a healer up there?
Walk in, walk in, walk in. I'm G8, I'm G8, I'm G8.
Fuck,
Oh my God.
we're in the
look at
middle.
Vito,
They're full stop. They're full stop. They're full stop.
Listen, get ready on the choke. Get ready on the choke. Keep hitting these guys.
I don't know about that
Kidnap
demon
this guy.
armor as well. Like I know I think you're using it to get through CC. I personally just don't think that's worth it. You shouldn't really need it if you're using your roll shoes optimally when you have gig pot up. And remember your roll shoes after you pop assassin hood come right back up so you can roll twice.
They're gonna hit on that choke. Everyone just remount in the back. Remount in the back.
You need to be up there. You hard kiner kite comps if you can get your. Whoa, not good demon armor.
Look at crown. Look at crown. Look at crown. Look on crown.
Not
5,
good demon
4,
armor.
3,
Good
2,
life
1.
curse
It's a headbutt,
though.
It's a headbutt. It's a headbutt. It's a headbutt. Kill these guys. Kill these guys. It's a
Good
headbutt.
life curse now. Gig pot. Gig pot good. Walk up as far as you can with your gig pot active. Now roll assassin hood if they don't have cooldowns up. Roll assassin hood or at least assassin hood.
You are useless. Remount
Get your
in the
demon
back.
armor back up for the next engage. Nice. Good. Now roll up to Zypho. Roll up to Zypho here.
Hit stealth. I need you guys
Copy.
way closer to me. Come on, guys. Pop
Because
your
Zypho just sprinted. You need to roll.
Remount. You can remount. It's fine. It doesn't matter. Walk through. Walk through. Walk through. They're gonna hit on choke.
So you've got to get up there to help Zypho. Like here, they're doing the same thing. This is really like basic. They're doing the old run down the hill and hit up the hill. Like just the most basic kite comp engage.
Oh, over the wall, over the wall. We caught it, we caught it.
Well, they do no damage.
Good fucking demon.
3, 2, they rolled. They rolled. You can kill this guy. Kill him. Kill him. Look at the old keeper. They're gonna hit. They're heading now. They're heading now. Look, they wasted.
Use assassin.
Everyone
How are
in the
you out
back,
of
just
mana?
Remount. Just remount in the back. It's fine. Pop your boots. Everything you have. Keep chasing these guys. This is the most annoying shit ever, dude. I'm gonna kill myself. Watch the choke, guys. Watch the choke.
It's annoying, but nobody's playing it correctly.
They might have one engage for over the wall. They're probably gonna look over the wall. I'm assuming they're gonna look over
Over the wall. Over the wall now.
Like half,
Yeah.
they're doing the same thing over the wall every time.
Yeah, nice.
So like, why are there no like how are there no people? Everyone's dismounting at the wrong time. There needs to be people back over here the moment they did that. Now they're dismounting, And then anyone who's here is using gig pots, roll shoes, and everything they have to catch up and not get CC'd. But it has to happen when they engage, not 5-10 seconds after they engage. That makes no sense. Like after they have a bunch of abilities back up and their positioning is optimal.
We soaked it. We soaked it. We're fine. We're fine.
Yeah, don't know about that life curse.
I'm just using. Let's look at the GA. Look at the GA, guys. Hit this GA on
Big
me.
thing
Look at
about
the
this
GA
fight,
on me.
I'd
I'm
say,
about to
is you
stay
just
down.
need to
I'm
be
about to stay down.
maintaining your positioning more to be useful.
I tried.
Because
Yeah,
all of
GA,
your
GA,
skills
GA.
require being in a good position. Like, you have to be able to stop them if you want to be a stopper with the life curse. You have to be within Zypho's range to use it as an offensive life curse. You have to be able to be where they're going to engage with your demon armor. So use your shoes more and trust your team that when you roll in and they engage, you're going to be able to demon armor or gig pot and tank it, because at least then you're playing your role. If others aren't doing that, like you're doing, you might die, but you can't play like others are going to, you know, not play their role, so I'm not going to play mine.
They're looking.
Late demon, not worth demoning that, but that's okay. So here, everybody needs a gig pot. This is a pretty good chance. Like, everybody gig pot, run through. You can roll through. You need to roll through, use your... They have no engage, so immediately roll, get the distance, and use your assassin hood.
Good shit.
Roll, nice. Assassin hood, good.
Walk in. They're gonna hit front. They're gonna
Look
hit
at the GA. Look at the GA.
Okay, this is very dangerous, but could pay off. I like... This is interesting. You could easily die here, but you have gig pot, so this is fine. This is actually really good. Very smart, noticing that they're running in circles over and over.
Just keep mounting. They're doing the same path every time.
Over the wall, over the wall
Okay,
again.
right idea. You panicked a little bit. I like your idea.
Just keep mounting.
Um,
The same path every time.
purchase some night helms. That wasn't really...
Over the wall.
Just keep mounting. They're doing the same path.
I don't know if you could do much with this play. Your guys were... If your guys were closer to him, this play could have
Over
been
the
really
wall, over-
big.
The wall again. Over the wall again.
Okay, you roll away. Okay. You need to get back, though. You're... Like, kind of where Bolt's standing is where you should have stayed. Like, right here. You ran too far away now. Because you have gig pot, so they shouldn't be able to kill you.
Get in, walk in, pop your gig. They're gonna probably hit on me. Keep walking in,
Yeah, now they just changed positions. I mean, not bad. You made them change their kiting route from running around in circles that wasn't working. That was interesting.
I'm kidnapping a bunch. Look.
I like the idea of it.
Hit these guys inside.
At least you had gig pot up when you were doing it. I don't like this use of demon armor to get through CC. You and Jay Kirst are both doing it. I don't know.
Yeah, straight north. 5, 4, 3.
Wait, I need it.
I'm okay. Thank you.
Like there, that's when you needed the demon. So it's like now you don't have... Oh, what, did you def life curse him? That'd be good.
Wait, I need it.
I'm okay. Thank you.
Listen, they're gonna hit. They hit
again,
Not really. Okay.
Just reset and Judy.
Yeah, you needed a demon for that
OC 3
one.
minutes. OC 3 minutes.
You didn't have good enough positioning to def life curse that.
They're gonna hit soon. Stop getting
Use your
scared, guys.
assassin.
They're gonna hit. It's fine.
You gotta use your assassin way more. Get those two main abilities up that are what you need the most. So then here again, if you would have assassin hood back here, you would have demon armor up for that hit, and you'd have assassin for the bend here.
I pulled their whole Zerg. Hit this. Kill the guys inside. Please kill these guys. Kidnap them. Gloves kick them.
Okay.
I'm about to pull. I'm pulling them. Just keep
Roll.
hitting these guys.
Keep up with Zypho. Nice. Good. Get ready on your gig pot if you have to have more CC to walk through. As long as you're like within screen or like 15 to 20 meters, demon that. Nice. They hit terribly. They do 0 damage. It's crazy. Roll again. Roll over this. Get up to Zypho. Roll. Because if Zypho pulls here, you see you're too far away. And you get GA'd. I mean, you still might have gotten GA'd, but... You need to get up on that clump and life curse it. You gotta get up with Zypho here. Gig pot and walk up with Zypho. Like, if that's what you gotta do to get to Zypho, that's what you gotta do. Roll. You gotta roll here. Roll here and life curse.
3, 2, 1. Just kill these tanks north on crown.
Yeah.
Kill these guys. I'm pulling them back. I've kidnapped a bunch. Just keep Keep hitting these guys. Keep hitting them. I'm gonna get fucking cancer.
It's just
right here.
positioning. Most of this
Keep walking in. I'm killing these
uh,
guys. Keep hitting them.
fight is your positioning issues. Like, you've got the right ideas, like you kind of know what you need to do, but you're like, I can't ever be like, you're like, things keeps happening when I'm not there. So you're like using your skills however you can, and the issue is that you're not maintaining your positioning. Even though I get they're throwing out like 100 bedrocks and 100 knockbacks, you have to be hyper aggressive when they engage. That's your opportunity to get in, and you use your boots and you use your gig pot to get in. So right here, you can get in further. Go in, go in. Always maintain as much positioning as you can. Perfect demon armor there. Roll here, roll in, and gig pot. See, you waited too long. So this is a perfect example. I'm going to stop the VOD here because I'm assuming this is probably the same thing the whole way. I'm sure you get a couple good life curse, couple good demon armors, but I'd say the overall issue here is the moment they engage and you know they don't have cooldowns, kite comps are like little rabbits. You don't have to worry about them anymore. It's your time to try and kill them. Your opportunity happens right when they hit. The moment they hit and you don't die, you now try to kill them immediately within 0.5 seconds. So they hit, boom, right here. Perfect demon armor. Really good job getting that off. That helped a lot. Though now the damage is over. There's no more damage. Cancel your demon, and roll to like right here. And then the moment either gig pot before you roll or roll and then gig pot so that you don't get avarobed out. And then while you're sitting there, so you're going to do a roll. You're going to assassin hood to get your roll back. So you have 2 rolls now. You can roll again because you don't have to worry about them killing you right here while you're assassin hooding because they just engaged. And no matter how many royal jackets they have, you have at least 10 seconds before they blast you again. Plus, if you're right here and you see them royal jacketing, you could life curse their royal jackets if you really needed to. But I would roll assassin hood while you're gig pot so you can't get avarobed. Then if Zyphos seems to get through the choke with you and he's up there with you and he's running deep, maybe roll again and life curse them to purge all their purity robes to help Zypho get in. It's all about what you can do to get inside them and help others get inside them. Once you're in them, usually they just die because the only way you got in there is if you're fucking them up. That's the moral of the story, is do what you can do to get inside. That's everybody's role and yours too. And the more forward positioning you have against kite comps, usually it's the best. Not like by yourself forward, but like whoever your closest front line is with your shot caller and your stopper tanks, get up there so you can demon armor. And all your other demon armors should be doing that too, because kite comps should never be able to kill your backline unless your backline's retarded walking near walls when you go around bends and they're standing there asking to get blasted over the wall. In which case, I'd say let them die because they're retarded. But, you know, that's not your job. The only thing kite comps should be able to kill is your tanks. And then when your tanks are dead, they walk in and blast people with GA setups or whatever. Okay. No, I don't know about that life curse. You need to assassin hood.
I eat it, boys. I eat it like a fucking monster, man.
Yeah. So I'm going to end it there. I'm assuming this is the whole thing. I'm not going to keep this video too long. You've got the right idea of life curse. You know what your weapons do. I can tell. I think I can tell you know what you're supposed to be doing. You're just really confused on like, why the fuck can I not do anything during this kite comp fight? So that's what I would do personally. I don't play life curse a ton, but the purpose of life curse is either defending an attack and purging the kite comp or setting up our engage. If you can set up an engage and Zypho hasn't gotten bopped to Narnia, do that. If Zypho's 20 years away, purge their purity robes to help our brawlers get in and do damage without Zypho. Because sometimes you can just wipe a kite comp with like an SOB Hellion Hood setup with a bunch of brawlers. So you just have to keep your eye out on who else is up there with you and how your life curse is going to be useful to them to kill the kite comp. If there's a clumper, you E the clump. If there's brawlers, you just purge what you can, purge the purity robes, and hope your brawlers clap them. At least you got an E off. Or if you think nothing's going to happen, save your E and get ready to click it when they turn to engage and gig pot it. Or demon armor your front. But all of those actions, every single one of them that's impactful, requires you to be in the correct position. So you have to maintain your positioning by using your boots, resetting your boots, and making sure you're try not to go in too far when they have engage if you don't have roll or gig pot. That's when you'll end up dying. or going up too far when you're like if your whole team plays bad and they get bopped 2 screens away, yeah, you have to back up because you can't be by yourself. But if you're not by yourself and you have demon armor and you have 1 or 2 other tanks by you or another demon armor, you should be fine if the rest of your team's playing the video game. But that's the gist of it. I hope this helps. It's not like a rant or anything. It was it's not just you doing this wrong. A lot of why you feel useless is everybody else is doing the same thing as you. A lot of everybody else, not everybody, but a lot of people throughout this are doing really dumb shit, like walking into win walls like a pinball machine for 5 hours and not figuring out, what can I do to stop walking into win walls? There's some people that have been flanking, like I hear Smacks calling out like a bunch of shit when they flank them, but those people are doing their jobs. All these people are just, if they're not supposed to be here, it's insane that they're just trolling and trying to chase down a kite zerg when they have like 5 bedrocks.
Goblin North, I kidnapped so many. Walk in. Where is everyone? I'm next.
Yeah, this is insane. Look, Zypho's up here. The next closest person to Zypho is Anita on SOB. So that should be the way it is. And Anita should be in there, but like, how is there this many people chasing in a long line behind the kite comp? Like, they couldn't ask for, like, look, like, all they have to do is GA 9 people and then they're free. Stop walking here and go get on your fucking mount and run behind them. Like, it's insane. I don't know. Hopefully some other people watch this besides you, because it's positioning issues, and we can't rely on Zypho saying every single person, like, calling out names, like, you mount up, you mount up, you mount up, you mount up. Well, these are healers, but you get what I'm saying. He's not going to call that. We have to use our own brain cells and listen to the comms that are getting called out. Like, oh, they're hitting. And like, oh, they have 2 engages. I've heard 2 engages within the last 10 seconds. That means they have nothing. This is my time to destroy them, get off my mount, and literally roll my head across the keyboard and try and kill them. And then hopefully everyone else is doing that, and then you end up winning. But if nobody's doing that, or only a couple people are doing that, you're just probably not going to win. And these guys are terrible. Their DPS is fucking atrocious. Like, yeah, they can kite a little bit in their little tiny circle over and over, but their DPS fucking sucks ass. Like, if this is an actual kite comp, several of these engages would have killed way more people. But